Father, Dr. Snyder has finished her analysis of the Shiva Prime data.
Can you summarize her findings?
The technology we discovered earlier is an advanced propulsion system that is well beyond our own capabilities.
I see.
Her current theory is that it allows Shiva to travel great distances in a very short amount of time.
That is most fascinating. However, I have made a breakthrough of my own. I have discovered how Shiva Prime operates. As we know, Shiva Prime is an advanced terraformer, a planetary eco-synthesizer. My current theory, which is supported by Dr. Snyder's findings, is that the eco-synthesizer traveled between systems creating habitable planets.
What makes it more advanced than our terraformers?
Ours work very slowly and only on certain classes of planets. This technology can make any planet in the universe habitable, assuming it has a nearby sun.
I didn't realize the Seraphim had this kind of technology.
Shiva Prime has existed for much, much longer than the Seraphim.
So who or what created the terraformer in the first place?
Chicken egg, my child, chicken egg. Speaking of which, I heard this interesting story.
Father, I'm picking up another commander.
It would appear you have an unwelcome guest from Altair 2. You should leave, quickly. This is not a good sign, my child. Not a good sign at all.
Who's come through the gate? UEF or Illuminate?
Neither, I'm afraid. It is Commander Gage, a former child of the Cybran nation who disconnected himself from the node many years ago.
I will prepare for combat.
No, my child. I must first secure the findings from our research on the planetary eco-synthesizer. I need you to protect the proto-brain complex while I download all of its data. Upon the completion of the download, I will initiate a self-destruct sequence on the site. It is approximately 637 zettabytes of data and will take some time. I may need to free up some space on my server. Oh, yes.
Download initiated.
It would be a good idea to deploy some shield structures to protect the site while I retrieve the data.
New research options are available.
If it isn't Ivan Brackman. I remember when you were a small, gelatinous blob in one of your father's X-rays.
Ignore this troubled Cybran, my child. The megalith can be constructed at an experimental land factory. I do enjoy a good shield. Oh, yes. Be sure to construct them near important structures.
Commander Gage is increasing the intensity of his attacks. I believe he will overextend his resources, making him vulnerable to a counterattack.
Focus on defending the proto-brain, Ivan.
Yes, Father.
Commander under attack. Download is 97% completed. Your download has completed.
The download has completed. Exit through the gate as quickly as possible while I initiate the self-destruct sequence on the base.
Father, I should stay and fight.
Trust me, my child. Your time will come. Now is not that time. We will return shortly with additional forces.
I have ample mass deposits.
Ivan, enough of this talk. You're not ready.
As you wish, Father.
You must exit through the teleporter immediately.
The gate is charging.
I have initiated the self-destruct sequence of the base, and will destroy the gate after you have passed through it, so Commander Gage will be unable to follow.
What next, Father?
I have received a distress call from Dr. Snyder. We must make our way to her facility. It will take a few jumps to get there.
Operation completed.
I have arrived on the gate world. However, I am picking up some strange readings in the area.
I do not recall these strange structures from my previous stopovers on this planet. Someone or something has been doing some remodeling. When I first discovered this planet some decades ago, I had one of my associates construct a small base. I did not, however, instruct him to build any type of research facility. Yet my readings indicate that the primary structure in this area includes a server and an enormous data center. I would very much like to capture its server core.
Don't we have more pressing matters to attend to?
My boy, do you not possess your father's sense of curiosity? His desire to peer into the unknown?
Father, my concerns...
Ivan, Shiva Prime will not disappear. Heaven knows the wayward Cybran Gage will be unable to glean anything from it beyond acknowledging that it is quite shiny. Let us explore. Fascinating. The engineers are capturing your army. This kind of defiant behavior is quite unusual for Cybran technology. You will want to keep a safe distance until we formulate a better plan. I am detecting an increase in production at the factories. This is a splendid development.
I do not understand, Father.
The code is adapting, morphing, mutating.
Father, what is the story with Commander Gage?
He was a proto-Cybran like you. A proto-proto, if you will, whose parents volunteered him for the project. The initial changes I made to the Cybran symbiont program, his DNA, and to the alien Seraphim DNA produced a less than desirable result.
You tested on humans.
My child, without my quantum AI and the advanced computational power it provided, I can no longer run simulations like I could in the past.
These engineers are continuing to capture my forces.
You should consider using air units to escort your ground forces. My boy, you know how much I value research. Use your ACU or an engineer to capture the server core.
I have successfully retrieved the server core.
I greatly look forward to debugging its code in order to see what made the engineer's software go awry. In fact, I can't think of anything I'd rather do over the next 67 hours. Let us proceed through the jump gate to Dr. Snyder's facility.
Operation completed.
Greetings, Dr. Snyder.
It's about time you got here.
We ran into some trouble on the way.
At this moment, I'm less interested in your problems than my own. My facility is under siege and my defenses are proving inadequate.
we will provide assistance.
I believe I can move the battle away from her facility with my air forces.
Indeed, this would also be an excellent test for my jump jet technology.
New research options are available. Commander under attack.
The Illuminates are falling back.
Thank you for the assistance.
Why is the Illuminate attacking your facility?
These Cretans aren't Illuminate. They call themselves the Royal Guardians. They claim to be supporters or protectors of former Illuminate leader Princess Rianne Burke. Rather such nonsense. I can't be bothered with the politics.
Why were they here?
They were here for... Oh, this is unacceptable. They hacked into my system and stole my files on Shiva Prime, including my report on its launch sequence.
That is most troubling.
We have to stop them before they can upload the data.
I agree. Prepare your armies for an assault.
Ivan, help yourself to any of the offline factories in the area.
Yes, my child. You should capture them with an engineer or your ACU.
Thank you, Dr. Snyder. Illuminate commander is down.
Ivan, you have become quite skilled in battle.
Thank you, Father. I told you I was ready.
I don't mean to interrupt this touching family moment, but there's a good chance they were able to successfully transmit the report on Shiva.
I agree with Dr. Snyder. We must take action.
Yes, we should immediately travel to the Coalition Command Center on Altair 2.
Wait a minute. An unknown creature is loose in the Illuminate base.
It appears Dr. Snyder was housing some sort of indigenous life form.
It just destroyed a building.
I would like a sample of its DNA for the purposes of study.
It breathes fire.
You may need to subdue the creature before acquiring the sample. Thank you, my child. I shall greatly value this glorious creature's DNA samples.
Can we go to Altair 2 now?
Yes, we can use its gate to return to Seraphim VII and the eco-synthesizer.
Operation completed.
The gate to the eco-synthesizer appears occupied.
Indeed. There are 5 commanders in the area, and 2 appear to be former classmates of yours. A Dominic Maddox and a Thalia Kale. And if the intel I have gathered is correct, both are wanted for treason.
Dominic, Thalia, this is Ivan Brackman.
Why, if it isn't my old roommate. Long time no see. Sure could use your help.
What do you need from me?
The Guardians have been sending waves of armies at us to try to secure the gate. One of them made it through.
So did Gage.
I know all about Commander Gage.
We can't hold them off much longer.
The commander nearest your position drew the short straw and is isolated from his fellow thugs. He's a prime target.
Dom and I can hold off the other commanders for now.
Be careful, Ivan. If my data is accurate, the Guardian ACUs are piloted by common criminals. But we need to get to Seraphim VII quickly.
Wonderful.
You have no chance of victory here. Just your end.
Why are both of you wanted?
It's complicated.
We have issues.
either of you have any idea why these Guardian commanders are no longer in prison?
I might be responsible for that.
Should we be aware of any other crimes you've committed?
That about covers it. But remind us again how this gate became so accessible to everyone.
Stop it, both of you.
All of creation will submit after we claim Shiva.
There are additional assault blocks on the battlefield. It is worth noting that these are powerful units.
I got it.
This is just like old times, eh, Ivan?
I don't recall being fired on by ex-cons during our academy days.
Freedom never tasted sweeter.
You should consider researching the new technologies I've made available to you.
Commander Burkett has fallen.
There's no escaping us. We will take what's rightly ours. Yes, Commander Larson is down.
Ivan, this uncharacteristic display of emotion is most curious.
It'll take more than Cybrans and the UEF to stop us when we get hold of Shiva. Nothing will remain of you and your people but ashes. There are more of us.
There's no more of you.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
The gate is safe for now. Dominic, you must remain here with Thalia to defend it from any other Guardians.
I have a score to settle with Gage.
You must stay here with Dominic. I can assure you that I will show him no mercy. As for both of your legal issues, my father has been in contact with the UEF and Illuminate governments.
Ooh, see, that's not so good. I have a family I'd like to see again, sometime this decade.
The UEF is aware that Rogers overstepped his authority, so you're looking at an honorable discharge. Thalia's situation is more complicated.
I've accepted my fate. I just want to see my brother one more time.
Very well, my friends. I wish you continued luck. I'm ready to return to Seraphim VII.
I am quite interested to see what Commander Gage has done at the place.
Operation completed.
It would appear that I have greatly underestimated Commander Gage's ability to get the eco-synthesizer online. I suppose if you press enough buttons, you will inevitably find the correct combination.
Shiva hasn't left the upper atmosphere yet. I can still reach it from the teleporter. Wait, an ACU just teleported down from Shiva.
Ugh, another Cybran. I just got done fighting one of your kind.
Commander Stockwell, I'll guarantee your safe return to Altair 2 if you stand down.
I'm holding this position until the rest of the Guardians get here.
No one's coming.
Then I guess you're gonna have to go through me.
This is quite an unusual situation. This Commander Stockwell has access to both her own units and those which Commander Gage presumably left behind to defend the teleporter.
I don't have time for this. Am I missing something? Or are those destroyers turning into land units?
Commander Gage should not have access to my experimental naval leg technology.
The boats are inbound. Destroyers are down. So when were you planning on giving me that amphibious technology?
My child, I only make it available to you when I feel you're ready.
New research options are available.
Who are we to be in possession of something with this much power?
We have no ill intentions. This technology can benefit the Cybran nation and all other sentient life in the universe. You have destroyers moving into range. I have granted you access to my land-walking technology. Do you not wish to walk your mighty naval units across the lands?
When we retake control of this device, humanity will bend to our will.
I am detecting one of my experimental krakens in the water. Be careful, my child.
Oh no.
You continue to impress me with your combat prowess, Ivan.
You taught me everything I know.
Not everything, my boy. You already possess knowledge and skills which I can barely comprehend. Your potential is unlimited.
It's time to face Commander Gage and take back control of Shiva.
Yes, creatures like Commander Gage or these Guardians are unworthy of such a device.
And we are?
We are men of science. We only wish to study and use this device for the betterment of mankind. Enough of this discussion.
Operation completed.
Ivan! What a pleasant surprise. Thank you for joining me. As you can see, I just finished a productive meeting with my Guardian friends. I was showing them my terraformer. It's a magnificent piece of machinery, don't you think? I have learned much about it since our last encounter. Let me demonstrate.
What was that?
It would appear Commander Gage has also learned how to operate the Eco-Synthesizer's propulsion system.
Wonderful. Where are we?
We have traveled all the way to Altair 2. I do not believe this planet is in immediate need of terraforming.
I need to stop Gage before he destroys the planet.
Indeed, but it appears that Commander Gage has done more than merely activate the Eco-Synthesizer's launch sequence. He has accessed what appears to be an extremely powerful quantum field, which is protecting his ACU and parts of his base.
His field must have a power source.
It appears to be linked to 4 structures, yes.
So if I destroy the structures...
The field may or may not collapse, yes. However, I must warn you against this action, as this may damage the Eco-Synthesizer.
Are there any other options?
I will need to consult the data.
We're out of time.
New research options are available.
it interesting that I can't even remember committing all of these so-called monstrous acts after a few days.
I have decided to grant you access to all existing Cybran technology.
It's about time.
Do not be ungrateful. I do not believe your weapons can penetrate these shields, Iron. You will need to get underneath them, closer to the targets.
The first power source is disabled.
I remain disappointed that you have chosen this approach, Ivan, for all of the technology on this eco-synthesizer is precious to me.
I can see what you were doing, and it's only going to make Shiva angry.
I'm growing tired of engineers capturing my units. The second power source is down.
Be careful, Ivan. Think of what we can learn from this technological marvel.
What kind of Cybran would even think of doing some of the things you've done?
How do my atrocities compare to those of Dr. Brackman? The Guardians gave me access to some of their fine experimentals. Dr. Brackman could learn a thing or two from their designs. I am enjoying all of these Illuminate and Cybran experimental units. It's a beautiful synergy between factions.
One more to go.
think of how many lives could be saved by the Shiva technology.
Universal Colossus is a majestic unit, don't you agree?
Not when it's firing at me. The final power source has been destroyed. Yes, the field is shut down and Gage is finally exposed.
I warned you about making Shiva angry, Ivan. The rest of its defenses have come online.
Fascinating. The eco-synthesizer has a number of locations on its surface that are producing some sort of defensive mobile unit. I would very much like to study these units. Please secure one.
That isn't going to happen. They're inbound.
Strategic launch detected. Strategic
Why
launch
would you
detected.
want to damage this monument to the wonder of technology?
Strategic launch detected. Commander under strategic attack. Launch detected.
The Cybran Rex experimental is the culmination of my experiments in adding organics to our Cybran forces. This glorious creation can be constructed at an experimental land factory.
greatly look forward to testing Shiva on this planet. That wasn't very friendly of you, Ivan.
Commander Gage, as a Cybran, I feel compelled to give you the opportunity to surrender.
To go through hardships
This
and
is
choose
the
not
end
to
of the
surrender
story for
is
you.
a true
Measure
and the
of strength.
beginning of an even bigger adventure for me.
Gage is down. Gage is down.
Excellent work, Ivan. Very efficient. Oh, yes.
Wait, I'm picking up something.
Never mind that, my child. The eco-synthesizer is under our control. What's left of it, at least.
This is only the first of many battles that will be fought to control Shiva.
Ivan, man will invariably create technology that will lead to its own downfall.
If we can foresee this in advance, Don't we have an obligation to stop it?
You can't stop progress, my child.
Which is exactly why no one can be trusted with the power of Shiva.
My boy, your defiance is troubling. You must turn over the eco-synthesizer to me.
No, I can't do that. I'm destroying Shiva.
My child, I am most disappointed with your decision.
Destroying Shiva was the only option.
Very interesting. Your actions illustrate a significant flaw in the proto-brain implant and algorithm. This will require additional research and debugging.
I want to thank you for this opportunity to address the Senate and my fellow members of the Coalition. We have fought each other for millennia. But these conflicts must come to an end. The events of the last few months should serve as a reminder of the fragile state of our alliance. Many of us have traveled down different paths, and some of us have gotten lost along the way. But we need to unite and help our wayward brothers and sisters return to the right path. Let us mourn those who made the ultimate sacrifice, but not forget to celebrate the living. For we are not Cybrans, Illuminate, or UEF. We are families, men and women, old and young, more alike than different. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe we are at the dawn of a new age, one of unimaginable potential. I look forward to what happens next for all of us. Thank you.
There are risks.
I am well aware of all potential issues with the proto-brain technology.
But you've never done it to yourself.
My child, where is your sense of curiosity? Your desire to peer into the unknown?
Aren't you concerned about...
Commence the proto-brain initialization sequence.
Yes, Dr. Brackman. I won't fail you this time.
This is quite interesting. Commander Gage, are you ready for a new adventure?
Operation completed.